Then that might be true. Sometimes also.
Not in our name, not in our name, not in our name. We're gathering here, keep that going, keep the noise going. We're gathering here as a coalition saying we agree on some basic things. We may not agree on everything, but we agree on some basic things. Keep the rhythm going, I need the rhythm to talk. We agree that our legislators should not be sending our hard-earned tax dollars to any military, let alone one that is oppressing people in the name of my ancestors, in the name of my grandmother's trauma and grief and experience that lives in my body. They claim to be bringing safety for us, and those of us here with Jewish lineage say, not in our name, 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 not in our name. Stop funding war, stop funding war, stop funding war, stop funding war, stop funding war. Stop funding war, 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 stop funding war. In the rain or in the sun, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. In the rain, in the shine, we'll be here for Palestine. 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 Keep that pulse going no matter what. Keep the pulse going. Keep the beat going. Keep our heartbeats going. Look around if you haven't yet. We're unified, focusing on the people of power who need to make different decisions to represent us. But look at who we are. Look at who we are. We are a diverse coalition of people of Jewish background, of Muslim background, of Christian background, I imagine of many other backgrounds that I'm not going to name, but we are many. And it's important to say that we are Jewish voices saying not in our name. And we are grateful that you are here in coalition with us. We only pulled this together this morning, and look who's here, and they're still coming. We're going to sing a song, and then we're going to hear from some people who've spent a little more time thinking about what to say in this moment, this horrifying moment. So I lied. If you can stop the beat, hear it in your heart. So look around. We are many, and we are not enough, and we are just the right amount. But we have not come here alone. We have not come here alone. We carry our people in our bones. We have not come here alone. So imagine the people either that you know support you and us and this who aren't here literally, physically, or think about the people in your line, your beloved ancestors who are here with you, and feel them behind you and surrounding us. I'm imagining this entire grounds covered with our people. Woo! And that's what this song conjures by the Peace Poets Lou Aya. If you know it, sing with me. If you don't, sing after me. I have not come here alone. I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I have not come here alone. I carry my people. I carry my people in my bones. I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I have not come here alone. You got it. Woo! I carry my people in my bones. I have not. No, I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I have not come here alone. Yeah, there it is. I carry my people in my bones. I have not. No, I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, let's sing that again. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. Sing that again. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I've just been informed that there are people listening. Keep it going. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. So the people are listening. We just need to make sure the right people keep listening until they do what we're asking them to do, which is to stop funding the genocide. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. You ready? If you listen, you can hear them. Keep hearing that, and we're going to start hearing from some folks.
Thank you all so much for being here today and joining us. Before we begin, a quick safety note. If you have any safety concerns, either related to police presence or otherwise, you can find any folks out here with a yellow or orange flag or wearing a vest or a purple armband. We are each other's safety, and they're here and prepared to help. Thank you. So my name is Aaron. I'm here today as a member of Jewish Voice for Peace, Rhode Island. In response to the call from Palestinian civil society, for the last 8 weeks, historic numbers of people across the U.S. and around the world, including thousands of Rhode Islanders, among them hundreds of Jews, have risen up to demand a full and lasting ceasefire. Today we are devastated and furious. We are outraged and we are grieving. We will and we must stop the bombs. As Jews in unequivocal solidarity with Palestinians, we say, not in our name. The people of Rhode Island condemn the continuation of Israel's bombing, siege, and occupation of Gaza. The people of Rhode Island condemn every manifestation of this latest 56 days of catastrophe, from the IOF airstrikes spreading further south in the Strip to the settler rampages and vicious imprisonment of thousands in the West Bank. Shame! The people of Rhode Island condemn 75 years of Nakba. The people of Rhode Island condemn $317 billion of aid since 1950 and counting. The people of Rhode Island condemn Biden's military spending bill, likely to come for a vote in the Senate next week, with $14 billion allocated for Israel and billions more included for the militarization of our own borders. Shame! Despite the fact that an 80% majority of Democratic voters across the country support the worldwide call for full and lasting ceasefire, not a single member of the Rhode Island Federal Delegation has yet voiced support. There is blood on their hands. Only a permanent ceasefire will stop the immediate genocide of Palestinians, and we will accept nothing less than an end to the occupation. In the face of so much bloodshed and horror, it's never been clearer that there is no military solution to oppression. We cannot bomb our way to peace. Safety is found only in our collective liberation. We're in this for the long haul, until the end of U.S. support for Israeli apartheid once and for all. Today, in solidarity with the global movement for boycott, divestment, and sanctions, we declare this lawn in the center of the downtown of Providence, at the heart of the Ocean State, an apartheid-free zone. This emergency demonstration was called to gather us as a growing citywide solidarity movement in our grief, in our rage, and in our recommitment to do everything it takes to leave nothing on the line to turn the tide against Rhode Island's vicious web of military spending and direct complicity in this genocide. Shame! From Brown's years-long struggle for divestment, we map the connection to Textron, who sits on the university board. Shame! From Textron's weapons deals with Israel, we map the connection to campaign contributions to our electeds. Shame! From our electeds, we map the common practice of celebrating the military in our tourism, like next weekend when Waterfire will be lit in honor of the Army-Navy game. Shame! Get loud for Gaza. We demand the U.S. military out of Israel and the Israeli military out of Palestine. We demand freedom for all Palestinian prisoners. We demand the military and police out of our schools and universities. We demand military and police out of Providence. We demand the military and police out of Rhode Island. We demand an end to genocide. We demand an end to occupation. We demand an end to apartheid. Our city's solidarity movement is growing. We are powerful, we are strong, we are uniting until Palestine is free. Get louder for Gaza! Now, I'd like you all to make some noise as we welcome each of the groups who is showing out here today. Make some noise for AMOR, Alliance to Mobilize Our Resistance. Get loud for ARISE, Alliance of Rhode Island Southeast Asians for Education. Make some noise for Brown University Alumni for Palestine. Get loud for Brown University Jews for Ceasefire Now. Make some noise for Brown University Students for Justice in Palestine. Get loud for DARE, Direct Action for Rights and Equality. Make some noise for Jewish Voice for Peace, Rhode Island. Get loud for MGF, Movement Ground Farm. Make some noise for Party for Socialism and Liberation, Rhode Island. Get loud for Palestine Solidarity Caucus of the Graduate Labor Organization. Make some noise for Providence Organization of Workers and Renters. Make some noise for PrYSM, Providence Youth Student Movement. Get loud for Reclaim RI. Make some noise for RISD Students for Justice in Palestine. Get loud for SURJ Providence. And get louder than you've ever been for Gaza. Today we are here to get loud for Gaza and make it clear from Providence to Palestine, no ceasefire, no peace. 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 I will cover you. That's good. I will cover you. Okay,
no ceasefire, no peace. No ceasefire, no peace. No ceasefire, no peace. No ceasefire, no peace.
I'd like to now introduce an amazing set of speakers for you today, but real quickly, if you'd like to speak, please find Shar to add yourself to the lineup. Shar is over there. So first, I would like to welcome Wafa Frij, a Palestinian American school social worker in Rhode Island.
Hi everyone. So I wrote a couple of papers and what do I do?
Just stay away from the speaker.
Stay away from the speaker, okay. And I have my notes here, but I think it's hard to follow the notes and follow the print on the paper. I'm gonna follow my heart. My name is Wafa. I am a school social worker in Rhode Island. I am a Palestinian American, proud Palestinian American. I come from a family of refugees. My parents were born in Palestine in a small village called Shuwaiki next to Tul Karim, which is north of Jerusalem. After 1948, during the Nakba, they had to force migrate to different countries to find food for their kids, my siblings. So they ended up in Kuwait. In 1990, during the Gulf War, we had to migrate again and be refugees again and move to a different country again. We collect ourselves and we move on again. And this is what the Palestinians have been doing for the last 75 years. But guess what? This is gonna stop. This will stop. This is gonna stop. We will not keep moving on. We will stand tall. And we will say, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
And why we're saying free Palestine? Because we say free America, and we say free Canada, and we say free Sweden, and all the countries. And we talk about human rights. When we were young in Kuwait and Palestine, we always dreamed of traveling to the US because it's the, what do they call it? The dream, land of the free. Land of the free, rise up and speak because human rights are being violated. Land of the free, kids are being raptured by the white phosphorus. Kids are being imploded. Their organs are getting out of their bodies. Why? Because Israel is being funded by the White House. Okay? So we're here today to tell the White House and to tell the House behind us, no more money for Israel. No more money for Israel. We will not send our tax money to Israel. They can do it. I'm not going to kill my cousin who's in Gaza. I am not going to kill my cousin who's in the West Bank. I'm not paying to kill my cousin. Who would? Would the governor do that to his cousin? Say no. Free Palestine. We will not do this anymore. We matter. Palestinian lives matter. We are human beings. And a couple of things. Before I hand the mic, I'm sorry. Couple of things. They want us, every time I speak, every time any one of us speak, you're anti-Semitic. Guess what? Guess what? Arabs are Semites. Arabs are Semites. Say it with me. Arabs are Semites. How can I be against myself or anti-myself if I say I need my rights? I need my rights just like my neighbor who's American citizen. They have the right to have their kids ride their bike in front of their house without getting shot like the 8 years old who got shot in camp, in Jenin camp the other 2 days ago. Shame, shame. I have the right to have my cousin in Gaza breastfeed her baby without the roof collapse on her head and his head, just because Israel is bombing Gaza. It's not self-defense. Self-defense is different. We all know about self-defense. We're not stupid. Self-defense is not invading homes that has babies and women. Self-defense is not bombing people with white phosphorus. Self-defense is not attacking churches and killing people. This is why we say it's not religious war, guys. They want us to believe it is a religious war. It's not. You know why? Because if we believe it's a religious war, they're going to use the anti-Semitic weapon against us. So we're going to say, it's not a religious war. It's not anti-Semitism. On the contrary, Zionism is anti-Semitism. Because Zionism convinced the Jews, our friends, our beloved neighbors, that they are not welcomed in Europe. They told them, get out of there. That's what they did. Let's face it. Let's read history. Don't read the American GMO history, the modified one. No. Go get the real history. It's not a religious war. It's not anti-Semitic. It's not complicated. It's just human rights. I do not want any Israeli or any Indian or any Palestinian to be killed and murdered and imploded. I want people to live in peace. We are against any violence. I want to be able to visit my homeland. I want to be able to visit my parents' house that I have seen when I was 2 years old. I can't go back. Why I can't go back? My siblings, when they tried to go back to visit Jerusalem, they were detained for over 24 hours. Shame! So we stand tall. We stand against all kinds of violence. And we stand for human rights for all, including Palestinians. And we tell the people who called us human animals, guess what? We are not human animals. We are Palestinians, and we are proud Palestinians, and we are peace-loving people. We are peace-loving people. So you can say with me, free, free Palestine.
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 And if you don't mind, I want to say a small a small part of the Quran. Feel free, if you know Surah Al-Fatiha, to say it with me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صدق الله العظيم. We pray for peace. We pray for full, complete liberation of Palestine. Zionism is exposed. It's too late now. They can't go back. Thank you.
When Gaza is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Gaza is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the West Bank is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the West Bank is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Palestine is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Palestine is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
I'm now going to bring up Max from JVP to talk a bit about a petition that we are running.
Hello, everyone. I'm just here to quickly say that JVP does have a petition to demand that our Rhode Island reps call for a permanent ceasefire and to say no to military aid to Israel. Please see me for a flyer with the QR code if you don't have one already. It's also in our Instagram bio at JVP_RI. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to do some repeat after me. You ready? Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
This must end.
This must end.
We are a century late.
We are a century late.
We have a message today.
We have a message today.
The Rhode Island Federal Delegation.
The Rhode Island Federal Delegation.
Stop the bombs.
Stop the bombs.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Vote on no aid.
Vote on no aid.
No ceasefire.
No ceasefire.
No peace.
No peace.
So we're going to take a second. I want everyone to take out their phones because we are going to call Jack Reed. Not only are we going to stand here and make some noise, but we're going to take this directly to our federal delegation. We're going to flood his voicemail, his mailbox, whatever. So I'm going to read out the number. 401-528-5200. Press the green button. Do you want to leave that? Because I need it.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just trying to find it. And we got a. Yeah, cover. No, sadly.
If
maybe that's
you
not-
listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I have not come here alone. There are people in my soul. I have not come here alone. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you On Jack Reed's voicemail, I could hear the murmurs of us saying we are constituents and we care, and that is a beautiful sound, and that is representing more than just who's here.
Thank you. We're going to try to do a collective message as well. Mic check? Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! We are going to make them hear us. We are going to make them hear us. We are going to call. We are going to call. All four of them. All four of them. On the people's mic. On the people's mic. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. I can't hear you. Right here, right now. I can't hear you. Right here, right now. Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Jack Reed, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? We're dialing Jack Reed right now, and we're going to leave him one message with our united voice. 200 today. We're just waiting through the message, y'all. He's going to hear us. Ready to repeat after me?
Yes, sir.
And our office will return your call as soon as possible during office hours. Thank you for calling.
We have a message for the senator.
We have a message for the senator.
Jack, we are your constituents.
Jack, we are your constituents.
We are Rhode Islanders.
We are Rhode Islanders.
Do you hear us?
Do you hear us?
There are hundreds of us.
There are hundreds of us.
At the State House.
At the State House.
Right now.
Right now.
We aren't going anywhere.
We aren't going anywhere.
Until you stop.
Until you stop.
The genocide in Gaza.
The genocide in Gaza.
Stop the bombs.
Stop the bombs.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Vote no on aid to Israel.
Vote no on aid to Israel.
Not another nickel, not another dime, no more funding for Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime, no more funding for Israel's crime.
Stop the bombs. Stop the bombs. I'd love now to pass the mic to Christian from the Party for Socialism and Liberation, Rhode Island.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine.
Thank you all so much for coming out today to raise our voices for Palestine. My name is Christian, and I'm an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. After a week-long pause, last night, Israel resumed its genocidal assault on the people of Gaza with the full backing and support of the U.S. government. We are here today to demand the end of our government's complicity in this slaughter, and we will continue to shut it down until they meet our demands. For 55 days now, the entire world has watched in horror as Israeli forces bombed hospitals, schools, homes, and refugee camps. But our government and media claim that Israel is only targeting Hamas. Over 8,000 of the 20,000 Palestinians murdered by the occupation forces have been children.
Shame. Shame.
We know that this narrative is a lie. The people of Palestine have every right to resist their occupation. Yet when everyone in the world can see the idea of targeting civilians, Israel lies about it and our media covers for them.
That's right.
During the first 2 months of Israel's siege on Gaza, the UN announced that over 100 of its aid workers have been murdered, the largest toll in any conflict since its founding. Yet Israel claims that they were the terrorists. Just before the so-called humanitarian pause, Israel assaulted and destroyed Al-Shifa Hospital. Shame. killing patients and healthcare workers and kidnapping the hospital's director. Yet our media claims that they were terrorists. With all the water, food, and electricity supplies blocked by Israel's siege, with just a tiny trickle of aid during the pause, dozens, perhaps hundreds of civilians have begun to die of thirst, starvation, and disease. Yet we are told Israel only targets terrorists. How is it that our politicians and media figures, who are so horrified and teary-eyed at the sight of Ukrainian civilians fleeing from war, can be so callous towards the endless streams of videos of Palestinians trying to dig their loved ones out of the rubble left by Israeli bombs? These 2 months have seen, once again, just like after 9/11, our media and our ruling class weaponizes racism and Islamophobia to try and delegitimize the struggle of the Palestinian people. What is it but racism when a child is killed every 3 minutes in Gaza? But the first thing every American journalist asks any Palestinian when they're interviewing them, do you condemn Hamas? How can it be anything but racism when the media and President Biden himself questions the death toll numbers from the Gaza Ministry of Health, but publishes each contradictory lie from the IDF as unquestioned fact? Our leaders and their media mouthpieces want to demonize the entire Palestinian population to justify Israel's genocidal war crimes. The racist frenzy our politicians and the media have created directly led to the horrific hate crime against 3 Palestinian students who were shot in Vermont last week. Our ruling elites have used the same methods of racist dehumanization against black people here in the US for centuries. So of course it comes naturally to them. But we also know that this racism didn't just fall from the sky. It's an intentional program to justify the actions of the US and Israeli governments. They fuel the hatred of Arabs and all Muslims more broadly, so that fewer people will stand up and fight against our government's imperialist attacks on nearly every country in West Asia. When the US wanted to invade Afghanistan and then Iraq 20 years ago, our politicians and our media immediately moved to whip up racist attacks against Muslims. Every time the US or another empire wants to seize the wealth and resources of another region, they first dehumanize the population to try and keep their own citizens from sympathizing with their fellow workers in these countries. President Biden said as far back as in 1986, when he said, were there not in Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interests in the region. We see this played out in real time every day. When the US wants to overthrow the government of Iran, it uses Israel as a proxy force to attack them. When they wanted to destabilize Syria and Libya, Israel served as America's forward operating base. Just before Israel started the second Nakba, Secretary of State Tony Blinken traveled to Israel to give Netanyahu the official blessing of the US. Former Secretary of State Alexander Haig called Israel America's unsinkable aircraft carrier. For the United States to maintain its total dominance over the incredibly valuable resources of the countries in the Middle East, it needs a foothold from which to threaten any country that steps out of line. The Zionist colonial project in Israel is that foothold, which is why our government unquestionably supports it in its defiance of the vast majority of Americans. It is the system of capitalism itself which steers the course of U.S. foreign policy. Yes. In constant pursuit of more and more wealth and resources to be seized from other nations. This is why we say our struggles for liberation are all interconnected. Capitalists here at home stir up racism against black workers and immigrants in order to maximize how much they can exploit workers on the job. Abroad, every population our ruling class targets for their land and resources are demonized to try and stop workers here from supporting them. But as we can see by the thousands of Rhode Islanders who have joined millions across the world in marching, in rallying, and shutting it down for Palestine, they will not succeed. working people of this country and all over the world proudly stand with Palestine. We will keep marching, keep protesting, and keep fighting for our brothers and sisters in Palestine until our government is forced to stop supporting this genocide. In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. With me, hey, hey, ho, ho, apartheid has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, apartheid has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, apartheid has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, military aid has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, military aid has got to go. Thank you. Woo! Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Say it with me. Sheldon White House funds war crimes. Shame. Sheldon White House funds war crimes. Shame. Sheldon White House funds war crimes. Shame. We are dialing Sheldon White House. Be prepared to repeat after me as we dial. Waiting for the message. Let's just keep going. Sheldon White House funds war crimes. Shame. 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 Repeat after me. We have a message for the senator.
We have a message for the senator.
Sheldon, your time is up.
Sheldon, your time is up.
Do you hear us?
Do you hear us?
There are hundreds of us.
There are hundreds of us.
At the Capitol right now.
At the Capitol right now.
We aren't going anywhere.
We aren't going anywhere.
Until you stop.
Until you stop.
The genocide in Gaza.
The genocide in Gaza.
Stop the bombs.
Stop the bombs.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Vote no on aid to Israel.
Vote no on aid to Israel.
We will free Palestine.
We will free Palestine.
Within our lifetimes.
Within our lifetimes.
Thank you. Woo! All right. Now, take out your phones. We are going to flood Sheldon White House. You know how it goes. So, get your phones out. And we're going to flood his lines until the voicemail is full. Make him hear you. Ready? 401 453 5294. 401 453 5294. Okay. Let's flood the lines. Maybe Josh is here for his song.
Okay, you need to go by.
I'll go around.
All right, go away. No big deal.
Do you want to bring us back to the song again? Coordinating with PSL is going to be. Do you want to introduce it?
Did people make phone calls? How you feeling getting to express? Getting to make your voice heard, getting our collective voice. As a Jewish person, I like to remind myself and those of us when we gather that singing is such an important part of our tradition and how we gather. I was raised in a synagogue called Shir Tikva, Song of Hope. And I stand here inviting you to sing with me in that spirit of hope. It's a tough time to feel hopeful. We are literally in the portal of Shabbat right now. As the sun goes down, we are entering into the most sacred holiday in the Jewish tradition that happens every week, where we're invited to put down the material world and pick up our spiritual selves and nourish them and dream into the world that's coming. And it feels really hard on a day that leaders in a fascist nation state that claims to represent me starts bombing innocent people again. It's really hard. But we have to keep our hope up because despair is a tool of fascism. So we're gonna sing a song that maybe you've heard in the streets before called We Rise. It was written, not coincidentally, on November 7th, 2016. I think that's the exact date. The day after 45 was elected, this song was written, and we sing it today in the same spirit of resisting the forces that are trying to divide us. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. Try that. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here again. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here, and we rise. That's your part. Humbly hearted, rise. We won't be divided, rise. Ancestors surround us, rise. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here, and we rise, all of the children rise, elders with wisdom rise, with spirit to guide us rise.
Over there. They're like the angels that are just flying, and we're going to fight for them. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
I have to say that.
No, thank you.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
I would like to now introduce a speaker from the Providence Organization of Workers and Renters, Olivia.
Thank you. Hey y'all, I'm Olivia from POWER, the Providence Organization of Workers and Renters. We thank JVP for inviting us here today. We are here today, ourselves, POWER, to oppose all forms of settler colonialism and express our full solidarity with the Palestinian people. Later tonight, POWER will be hosting a community speak out outside City Hall at 5:30, so in about an hour from now, calling for the freeze of rents and to not freeze people. We welcome you all to join us later if you can come along. Rhode Island spends $11 million annually on funding Israel, money that could be used to build more public housing or prevent evictions of poor and working class Rhode Islanders. Instead, since October 7th, Governor McKee has shown he would rather support a genocidal war that has evicted well over 1 million Gazans. Shame. The city of Providence alone spends $2.5 million annually on Israel, while Mayor Smiley gives the green light to raid houseless encampments, and more people are left to freeze on our streets every month because Mayor Smiley opposes freezing rents with rent control. Shame. We need to continue to get more organized as workers, as tenants, as our communities, so we can take united action against state crimes abroad and here at home and create a world worth living in. If you don't know how to get more organized, you can get in touch with Power. We can help you. We need to continue to build our own democratic organizations to fight the rising tide of fascism here in our own country, in both the shades of red and the shades of blue, as well as the fascism of US-backed imperialism globally. As working class people, we say, not one more penny for war. Not one more penny for war. Anti-Zionism is not a crime. Anti-Zionism is not a crime. We need the defeat of U.S. empire and the creation of a free Palestine. It will be the only way to gain victory for humanity. Workers and oppressed peoples of the world need to unite. Thank you for having us. We'll see you down at City Hall later tonight. Please join us if you can. Freeze rents, not people!
Thank you. Palestinians have the right to live in freedom.
Palestinians have the right to live in freedom.
Palestinians have the right to return home.
Palestinians have the right to return home.
That's right. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Derek from PSL.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Before I'm representing any organization, I'm going to say this from my heart. Fuck you, Biden and Netanyahu! Fuck you! That was too kind, but so my name is Derek Zaza. I've been working closely with PSL. I'm also, I think, a member of the Rhode Island Council for Muslim Advancement. I work with AHOPE, Americans Helping Others Prosper with the Refugees. I work with the homeless, and I am here. I am Syrian. I am Muslim. My grandchildren are Palestinian. I've been to Palestine. And I can't take this anymore. It's affecting me. I believe it's affecting all of us here. And I didn't have a speech or anything. I wasn't sure I was going to make it. But I want to share a poem with you that I read before. And I honestly wish I knew who wrote it. I did the last time I read it. But this Sheldon Whitehouse, if you're listening. Or who is the other one? Reed. I'm not nervous, I'm just so angry. I am so angry. This poem is for all those children in Gaza who are not knowing whether or not they're going to wake up. Write my name, Mama. Write my name on my leg, Mama. Use the black permanent marker with the ink that doesn't bleed if it gets wet, the one that doesn't melt if it is exposed to the heat. Write my name on my leg, Mama. Make the lines thick and clear. Add your special flourishes so I can take comfort in seeing my mama's handwriting when I go to sleep. Write my name on my leg, Mama, and on the legs of my sisters and brothers. This way we will belong together. This way we will be known as your children. Write my name on my leg, Mama, and please write your name and Baba's name on your legs too, so you will be remembered as a family. Write my name on my leg, Mama. Don't add any numbers, like when I was born or the address of our home. I don't want the world to list me as a number. I have a name and I am not a number. Sorry. Sorry. Thank you. I got it. Write my name on my leg, Mama. When the bomb hits our house, when the walls crush our skulls and bones, our legs will tell our story, how there was nowhere for us to run. What the fuck?
Shame!
Shame.
Thank you.
I was going to invite a moment of silence, and then please, let's let ourselves actually just be with that. We're here to make noise, but we're also here to bear witness. So let's just be in some silence of the enormity of what we just heard. Is there an imam in the house? That sounds about right.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I've never done this before. Oh God, please help the people of Palestine. Oh God, please help the people of Palestine. Ya Allah, help the people of Palestine. Ya Allah, take their pain away. Ya Allah, take their pain away. Ya Allah, take their pain away. Ya Allah, give patience to the survivors. Let them know that their loved ones are in heaven with you. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, stop the bombing on Gaza. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, stop the bombing on Gaza. Ya Rab, I beg you. Ya Allah, let us here have the strength to carry on, to be their voices. Let us have the strength to be their voices. Let us have the strength to be their voices, Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. We are their voices, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Take their pain away.
Amen. Ken yehi ratzon may it be so. Shema Koleno, hear our voices. There will be some of us continuing to pray in the Shabbos portal at the end, so if you're feeling like this prayer is what you're needing, stick around.
I think if Adit from Glow is still here, yeah.
We still need to make noise. Free Palestine!
Hi everyone, my name is Adit. I'm a graduate student at Brown. My parents moved here from India 20 years ago. India was an ancient land, and at one point the British came in and they partitioned it along religious lines, and we still feel those effects today. When the British were occupying India, at 1.3 million Bengalis were famine as a matter of deliberate government policy by Winston Churchill. And you want to know why? Why was it okay for those 3 million Bengalis to die? Because we were at war. It was World War II. And because of war, those innocent people were allowed to die. And we're seeing that again. And I don't know what war is worth fighting if there is that much loss of innocent life. We lose ourselves in the process of fighting these wars. I'd like to share a poem from my country of heritage by Prasoon Joshi. I'll recite it first in Hindi and then I'll translate to English. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sita Ram. अब तक धीरज मांगा था, लेकिन अब तक धीरज मत देना. सहते जाए, सहते जाए, सहते जाए, ऐसा बल भी मत देना. उठ कर करने हैं कुछ काम. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. And it means, O chief of the house of Raghupati, Lord of the cosmos, till now I asked for patience, but please don't give me patience anymore. To keep enduring, to endure, and to keep enduring, don't give me that type of strength. I'm gonna use my notes for this, I'm sorry. He says, to endure, and keep enduring. Don't give us that type of strength. The time has come for us to take action. O chief of the cosmic abode, you're the embodiment of compassion. You care for all, yet to face those who do evil. Every moment my mind is in turmoil. The innocent are being slaughtered. How long can I stay asleep? How long can I remain lost in the land of dreams? Enough of rest. The time for action has arrived. O chief of the house of Raghupati, uplifter of the fallen, and in the spirit of my ancestors, from the bottom of my heart, ceasefire now. Thank you.
now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Let's get loud for Gaza! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free! From the river
to the sea, Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever!
no ceasefire, no peace!
No ceasefire, no peace!
No ceasefire, no peace! No ceasefire, no peace!
No ceasefire, no peace! No ceasefire, no peace!
As we close out the noise demo, let's get the loudest we have tonight for Gaza! One more swirl! From Providence to Palestine! Thank you all. Jules from JVP is going to offer an embodiment ritual as we wrap tonight. See you as we escalate. See you as we bring our force to the next 10 times, right? As we turn it up by 50.
Hi, my name is Jules. I'm with JVP Rhode Island. And I'm here to invite you as we close out to just feel yourselves. So we've been making a lot of noise, we've been screaming, we've been yelling, we've been praying, we've been playing music. And I just want to invite you into this moment. There's a blessing in Hebrew, the Shema. And Shema is a word that just means listen, hear us, hear me. And in this moment where anti-Zionism and the bullshit, that's all I'm gonna say, the garbage, the dreck, the hatred, the vile misinterpretation of what the fuck anyone is even talking about intentionally to kill Palestinians and millions of people, right? There's a real connection here. And we say no. And as a Jewish person, I just say no with every fiber and cell of my being, that anything in my lineage and anything of my people be used in the killing of others. And so I invite the word Shema of hear us as we make noise to hear us. And I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath, and we're just going to say Shema together. And I'm just going to invite you to feel your feet on the ground if you're standing. And before we do that, if you want to close your eyes, if you want to just take a moment. And we're not doing this to make ourselves feel better. We're not doing this to make ourselves feel like things are okay, because they're not okay. That's not what we're doing this for. We're doing this to resource ourselves so that we can keep going, so that we can bring more people with us. So if you're closing your eyes, just take a moment also and look around at the people around you. Just take in the people who are here. And maybe take in the people you know who are here in spirit. Maybe there are ancestors here. Maybe there are trees. Maybe there are animals. Maybe there's land you bring with you. All of what you bring with you gets to be here with us. And I'm gonna say Shema, and then I'm gonna invite you to join me. So I'm just gonna say Shema. Do it again. Shema. And if you have another word from your lineage, from your practices that you also want to cry out in this moment, as we open up this portal for listening, I invite you to do that too. So I'm going to say Shema, and I'm going to open it up, and I hope that any words, any prayers, anything that you want to call, that you want to be listened to, that you want to be heard in this moment, let it come from the bottom of your feet, and let it come out of your mouth right now, and let it reverberate through your whole body, all of your bones, all of your tissue. So you can close your eyes again, take a breath, and whatever you want to come, it can even just be a hum. Shema. Thank you all so much. May you take all of this energy, this action, and take it with you into the rest of your day, into the rest of your life, and what you're going to do. Thank you so much.
Hey folks, just real quick before we disperse, thank everyone for showing up tonight. Thanks to JVP for putting this together and all the organizations in support. Thousands of Rhode Islanders have been on the streets since October 8th, marching in the rain, picketing weapons contractors, shutting down businesses, disrupting genocide-complicit politicians. We'll be having another action on December 8th. If you'd like to attend, if you'd like to learn more, please follow us on PSL Rhode Island or PSL Rhode Island on Facebook, because that's where the details will be announced. And we really hope to see you all in December 8th when we shut it down for Palestine again. So thank you.
I just wanted to reiterate something that Josh has said before, which is that for those of us who identify with Jewishness or Judaism in any way, the irony that the genocidal bombardment on Gaza began again today on Shabbat is living inside of us. And regardless of this timing, we're here today because we know with clarity that the actions of Israel are a desecration of the Jewish values that we hold dear, and that motivate us to fight for justice. And then for those of us who aren't Jewish, we're all feeling the tensions in our body as we return to a state of vigilance after the false sense of ease and rest that came after the announcement of a temporary, and let's be honest, illusory ceasefire last week. And so a few of us have planned a Kabbalat Shabbat tonight, and we're going to start singing after this, and those of us who want to continue praying and holding that tension in our bodies for a little bit longer are going to walk down to the basin, just follow the few of us who are going there. And I just want to say that we're in this moment of grief and rage, holding and feeling into that tension between rest and vigilance that this particular Shabbat is igniting in us. And we're calling on this Shabbat to renew our strength, our courage, and our determination to use our voices and bodies collectively in the call for justice and liberation between the river and the sea. So again, like the ritual that Jules just led us through, we're going to continue kind of feeling into the moment in prayer and song for those of you who observe Shabbat, or those of you who don't observe Shabbat and just want to join us. Final song.
So open invitation, whether you identify as Jewish or not. If you haven't celebrated Shabbat in a while or ever, please come. It probably won't look like anything else you've done. There's a deep wound in so many of us about not having access to Jewish community because so much of it is Zionist. So we're trying to feed that deep need. We call it Shabbat, not bombs. We hope you'll join us. We're going to end with a song here. We'll try to keep it going so you can hear us and follow us if you're feeling drawn. Even if you just want to come for a few minutes and be curious with us, please. It is upon us. And that's the song that I think we'll end with and open our Shabbat portal with. It is upon us to dream beyond us, from Kohenet Kashira Halev. And it starts with, we're the ones we've been waiting for. 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 It is upon us.